During those Rockefeller days, like when did you start to notice that things was kind of becoming divided?
Well, I stopped really. See, I wasn't for me. See, me, I'm a boy from the streets. I'm real observant, right? The, I just the way Jay Z was, he was like to me seemed like real selfish, right? Like real selfish to the point that's like you saying our names, you take our song that's good, but you don't give us no credit for it. You don't really want to see us win because you won't even do songs with us. You won't do nothing. You won't do nothing. You'll sign us. That's it. At the same time, like for instance, when we this Nas, he made us this Nas, right? Do you go double back and become Nas' friend again without making him fix with us? You know what I mean? That's like me telling my young boy, yo, go shoot this nigga house up. They go shoot the house up, right? Now I make up with the bull house that got shot up, but they still mad at the niggas that shot it up, even though I told them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at him like I said, well, he don't got no type of nobody to tell him not. I mean, he JC, you can't really tell him nothing because he the boss or everything. But as a friend, you should be able to tell your friend no matter how much money they got if they doing something that's not cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So my thing is this: like if you give your young boys credit on some of the songs that they might took from them or whatever, they'll be all be rich just off the percentage of the, you know what I mean? But my thing is you don't really want to see nobody really do well. That's what I get from it. Like I mean, it's about this ain't no hating shit. This ain't no. It's just and some people like, well, he don't owe you no. No. If you take like for instance, if you take a song like Give It to Me, this is like I think it's top song ever. I mean, the Joe and him for Sparks sing on the hook. If you take the song from Young Boys, right? They made it whatever. Give them 10% of the song. Give them something. Give them some, and it nothing. Zero. I mean, so I'm looking at like, mind you, at the time, he ain't had no kids. We all had kids. I mean, like damn, so my thing was like, damn, if I was the boss, I wouldn't move like this. You know what I mean, my shit would be different. Like I make sure everybody, you know what I mean, straight because at the end of the day, you supposed to want to empower your people. You supposed to want for yourself what you want for your brother. They have what you got. You don't gotta have exactly what you got. You want them to see. You don't want to see them fucked up. You know, so I start saying, damn, like boy, my thing is this. I'm not mad at him for doing it, but you're a fool to be around to stay around him and let him do it to you. I wouldn't. I mean, like, so it ain't his fault that he. Man, this is how I move. You don't like it, get the fuck out of here. You mean, so my shit was like, and this talking about from what I saw. I ain't seen him in a long time and all that, but like, I seen an interview there, Kevin Hart, right? He said, I don't like going to my family reunions or something because then your cousin over here asking for 5,800 and something. And in my head, I'm thinking like, your cousin asked you, first of all, your cousin shouldn't have to ask you for 5,800 if you got $1 billion. You know what I mean? That would irritate me. First of all, my cousins would be all straight. I mean, why would I go to my family Thanksgiving dinner knowing I got $1 billion and my family's poor? You know, it's like, I'm not talking about a million. I'm talking about a million 1,000 times. You know what I mean? So like, and I ain't saying you got to everybody $1 million. My thing is this: you don't even have the. That should be your first priority. Even if you don't like your family, I don't fuck with my family. I don't fuck with my family, but they still want to be poor because they lucky enough to be my family. You know what I mean? That's how I would look at it because God blessed me to have it, to be able to do it. I'm just going. I mean, not saying you got to give all your money away and all that shit, but for you to say that on the interview, I mean, well, you know, your family, your cousin always saying you got to this and that. Like, nigga, your cousin shouldn't have to worry about no stuff like that. Your cousin, if that's your cousin, even if y'all not tight, you got $1 billion. Even though you make him work for it, give him a job, something. You know what I mean? That's
Right,
my thing is if you got $1 billion and you cool with people being poor, you're not the person for me to look up to. I mean,
right.
I can't look up to you. That's like having all this air, right? Air is not free. Imagine air not being free. I got all this air. You suffocating. You about to die. Like, oh, listen, I'm running out of air. If I don't get air soon, I'm gonna die. I got enough more air than I could ever breathe in my whole lifetime, right? I'm like, well, I made this air by myself. You can't get none of this air, nigga. What? I can't get no. Ain't like your lifestyle will change if you can meet 10,000 for not me. I'm just saying your family $20 million or something. I mean, it changed their life.
Mm-hmm.
It changed, and you can give it to whoever's responsible. My thing is this: I'll make it my business to make sure my family's straight. I mean, it'll be my business. Like it'll be even if I had to hire somebody to make they full-time job to make sure they straight. I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. It should be something that bother you. Somebody asks you for something, like, you should be happy that God blessed you and put you in a position for you to be the one that's asked instead of having to be the one to have to ask. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
So
So
all
like,
not to go too deep into it. So all of the publishing of state property, all the work is wrapped up with him.
yeah, I mean, you get like a little bullshit. My thing is this, but like songs that you took from people, like
Yeah.
somebody took ideas, songs, things like that, and put it. Mind you, wouldn't even do it. Like I remember Sparks had a song with Jay Z on the hook. He wouldn't clear it,
Mm.
but he cleared Cassidy's song the same like maybe two months before that. I mean,
Mm.
he not even on our labels. I'm like,
And this why
then I
Sparks was on Rockefeller.
yeah, we talking about it, but this is the crazy part. He said I just always seen him with this book right called 48 Powers of Law, right? I always seen him with it. The one day I started reading it, like some girl brought it for me. I started reading it, and I see one of the main things is never outshine a master. Never let nobody outshine a master. So I was like, every time we come out with an album, he drop an album. You're not like 50 Cent did. He went on everybody's songs, J.O.'s, and then he put them songs on. Yeah, if you heard him on a song with us, it's because it was our song. Like what we do is wrong. That's a freeway song. Right. So they like he might look like he got on it. No, he don't get on your. I mean, so I'm looking like, damn, dog. You know, if you do a song with a person, nigga, you can change their life. Like, and then your young boy, you saying their names in songs. Like, I mean, my thing is that you don't owe nobody. So people say like, well, he don't owe you. No, he don't owe you. I'm just saying what a thorough old head would do to his young boys. I mean, especially you got them fighting your battles on a radio station. Yo, this Nas, this I don't know Nas. Yeah, I mean, you told me that. So my thing is, if niggas do shit like that for you, you supposed to have some type of loyalty, some type of something to them. I mean, because now they put their career on line for you. You know what I mean? Or some real shit. So I started seeing stuff like that. Mind you, I started seeing stuff like that. I was like, damn, boy, ain't thorough. Like, then I started thinking like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm thinking too street. Maybe then I start, you know what I mean? But as I got older, I said, there ain't such thing as street. It's about just being right and wrong men. Just, just be men. I mean, because at the end of the day, you can say, listen, I'm gonna sign you. I'm gonna take all your music rights. I'm gonna take all your pub, I'm gonna give you 10,000 for it, and I sort of did it. But my thing is just tell me. Don't tell me we family. Don't tell me we family, and then you mean we not. And be like, you treat like, hey, so they make it like we's a family type of situation. And you tell it to a kid who don't have a family, it's like he thinking one that way, and then it's not there. It's like, it ain't about music for him. And listen, JC would say, I need you to kill three people for me. I did it. I mean, that's how. I mean, like you saved Mike, because at the time you saved him, I had just got shot 9 times 2 years before that. You know what I mean? So I was in the streets for real. Like, I mean, my shit was like, man, you saved my life, and I always respect him for that. But at the same time, I had the skills to get my life saved. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, it ain't like he just did me a favor. You know what I mean? So I look at him like, and mind you, when I talk about people, I always know that I'm not perfect. So like, I never just bash somebody. Like, it's just like, obviously, why I see him how I see him, my reasons. I don't even say I'm right? I'm just saying the way I look at it from my position, like, damn, like, dog, I'm looking at you. I looked at him I put him on a pedestal. I put him as like a regular person. I looked at him like he's better than me in every way. I want to be like him. But you start seeing shit like, damn, I wouldn't do that to my friend. I wouldn't do that to my friend. Oh no, I can't. I don't like that. I mean, so that's my whole thing. So people look like, oh, you always I just like, I don't care about money. Yeah. And if you're a sucker, you're a sucker. Not even saying you're a sucker, but for the person a sucker. See, right now, if you have money, you can be anywhere. It could be anything. Nobody you'll be accountable for that. They don't give a fuck. You can do it. And if you don't got money, you say something about it, you hate it.
Right. So basically, the crowd, is dick riders.
That's exactly what they are. Exactly what they are. Exactly. Listen. And it's like, my thing is this: they don't even know what hate means. Like hate is a strong word. Like I mean, so like it never hating. It's like a disagreement or not understanding. You know what I mean? Now, if a person tells you say you don't like somebody, they can't tell you a reason why, then that's hating. They probably just hate it. But for me, I was like a lot of ways.
Personal, you got personal experiences, and you got things that you've seen on that end. So you know what I'm saying. You on the inside, you know what I'm saying, of the situation. A lot of people on the outside. You know what I'm saying. So you can go into a lot more detail about.
My thing is this. All right, say for instance, your name Sean Carter, right? And you change your rap name to Jay-Z. Where do you think that name came from? You don't know?
You talking about Jazzo?
Jazzo should be rich. From the rip. From the person that brought you into the game, right? Fuck if we had beef or not. You my old head, you put me in the game. You good for life. You know what I mean? From the rip. That's just thorough. That's just how, you know what I mean? But I started saying, I don't understand this stuff. Maybe I'm too strict because at the time I never went to school and that's just I didn't really know how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to conduct yourself. But I was like, damn, I don't think this is right. Like, you know what I mean? So like, if your rap name was named after somebody, they supposed to be your old head for life. They supposed to be straight. You built that. It's no if ands and buts. I mean, that's just me. Like, and I'm like that. And it's not like science. When I say straight, they ain't gotta hang with you.
All right.
Yeah, make sure he's straight. I mean, I'm named after him. It's like your name being Nike. I make my name be Nine. I name myself after you, and I don't give you shit. Like, I mean, it's like, come on, man.